And to see that this child is still lacking infant development is horrible. And apparently he's still drinking at the bottle. But to know that this child cannot even sit up or walk on his own without any support is just terrible. We watched her in real time destroy this child while she was pregnant. The drinking, the smoking, the fighting, constant drama. For this to be your first child, your first pregnancy, and that's what you do to your baby. The type of destruction and disability she brought upon this baby is something he has to live with for the rest of his life.
Bro, like, aren't you scared of nobody? You can say whatever. You can say whatever. For real, you can say whatever. You got something to say, I'm gonna say it. Feel me? Like, you can say whatever. But I'm telling y'all, it's about to get real serious. And I think if I put this PSA out, is either gonna try to act like I ain't say this?
Since Chrisean Rock recently acknowledged that the things people have been noticing about Crone Jr. are true, it appears that she is finally getting an unwanted taste of humble pie. She now needs to get some help and take care of his health issues, as she should have done from the start. But Chrisean is still reluctant to acknowledge that she might have something to do with her son's current difficulties, because rumors have it that she's having a lot of trouble with her guilt and has turned to church for support and guidance. She has also been discussing her co-baby mama Jaden Alexis with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, in an attempt to help her son get close to his siblings and have a true family, in the hopes that things will improve.
The doctor or whatever medical professionals at the time of his birth, they had stated that he would need medical treatment like surgery, steroid injections, etc. in order for him to start developing properly. For me, on the outside looking in, I seen that baby when he was born, and I see him now, and his health has not been addressed in the best manner.
The most polite way. The crazy thing about all of this is that Cash has been denying for months that her son might need help. Despite fans pleading with her to pay attention to what is right in front of her, some of her friends and people close to the situation who have seen Chrisean Jr. have stated that he isn't reaching those milestones as he should. And they couldn't help but compare him to Halo, who is almost 2 years old and has become everyone's favorite internet nephew with his adorable little self. People watched Chrisean give birth live on Instagram, and whenever she was on live, her son was always with her or nearby. And that's when people began to notice that he didn't move his head or have good hand-eye coordination. But what really got people talking was when they heard him cry while Crotch was on live defending the Blueface tattoo she had on her face. It sounded like a cat was crying and dying. When they heard that, worried fans started contacting her, urging her to take her baby to the doctor right away. However, Chrisean essentially ignored the comments and pretended that they were just haters, attempting to ruin her joy as a new mother. She continued to post videos of herself and her son. And she was adamant that there was nothing wrong with him and that people were simply projecting things onto him.
Y'all know nothing about God, and y'all know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this shit, bro. You know why? Because all the glory to God, bro. Like, that could be looking real.
Nobody was letting up on Cash because she had multiple instances of drinking excessively and partying while pregnant. She also reportedly sobbed and went for an ultrasound at 5 months pregnant after her doctor informed her that she was too far along to end the pregnancy.
This is the face, that's the lower lip, upper lip.
Whoa.
You are 20 weeks pregnant.
Was it too late?
Yeah, it's too late.
I'm not talking to you.
That wasn't all, since fans began examining Cash's films more closely and saw that, according to internet medical professionals, he possessed the majority of the physical characteristics linked to fetal alcohol syndrome. Cash's son had all the physical signs of fetal alcohol syndrome: small eyes with folds in the corner, extra large low-set ears, a flat mid-face, and a very small head. The high-pitched cry you heard in these videos may have been caused by infants going through alcohol withdrawal. People also notice that his pupils appear white rather than red in photos of him, which may indicate that there is a problem with his vision. Explain why he hasn't been reaching for food or anything put in front of him until Crone brought it right in front of him so he couldn't miss it. We had never seen him walk, talk, hold a spoon, laugh, or do anything that a 1-year-old child knocking on 2 should be doing. When the backlash continued to grow, Crone gradually removed her son from the internet, claiming that she was only doing it for his privacy. However, since then, Crotch has been attending church more frequently, bringing her son along, and this is one of the few times that people have had the opportunity to see him in that way. Even so, fans were quick to point out that not much has changed. I know some of you will argue that she won't be the first or last to have a child with special needs. But what's really getting people mad is that her actions during her pregnancy may have contributed to it, and now she's searching for a miracle to change these things. Crone Jr. has changed since we last saw him. So all that nonsense about her wanting to give him some privacy was so that people could get off her back and not hold her accountable. Keep in mind that he will be turning 2 in a few months.
I'm sure we all in agreement now that it's a lot of things that this baby is going to be suffering from or hindered doing because of the shit Chrisean was doing while she was pregnant. Drinking, smoking, partying. And to be quite honest with y'all, I think what make it worse and what make everybody more mad at Chrisean is the fact that, one, she still denies it. Not just leave it alone. She denies that she did anything wrong while pregnant. On top of, it doesn't seem like seeking any help.
Crone's retracing her ways and attempting to get him the aid and treatment he needs for a long time suggests that she may have realized she handled things improperly. Crone had a strained relationship with Blueface's mother, Clarissa, and Blueface's other child, Jaden Alexis. Mama is requesting that they set aside their disagreements so that their boy can have his family with him since she is recognizing that she needs an entire village and support system to help raise her son since Chrisean became pregnant when Jaden and Blueface were still dating.
Sorry, Carlissa. I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose he has for this whole thing to work out.
But even after everything she's done to make things right for Crone Jr., people are still saying that she should publicly own up to her mistakes instead of pretending that she didn't know what she was doing up until this point. From her hospital stay to the way she had the baby's back bent to her missing his surgeries, it's clear that she doesn't care about that child. Every time I see Chrisean Rock's son, I want him to go to double hockey sticks like yesterday. The Fury, do you think Cash will ever take responsibility for how she moved while she was pregnant? If so, please leave a comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe, as there will be more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. I believe she knows she's at fault for his shortcomings and that she's in a lot of pain behind closed doors. But she doesn't want to face reality because she knows it's her fault. Berries.